Simply put, if you wish to be an entrepreneur, you need to know how to save money. Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Entrepreneurial Mindset YouTube channel. I'm your host, Don, and today we'll be talking about spending money and the kind of BS that you shouldn't be spending it on if you want to save your money for smart investments. Before I begin, I'd like to thank the community of followers for keeping this channel alive and well, and all of you tuning in from the Passive Income Connect website and app. For those of you unfamiliar, Passive Income Connect is the #1 resource on topics like entrepreneurship, small business, and building wealth through investing wisely. You can also hop onto our forums and ask and answer questions on said topics, and tune into our weekly podcast where I bring our content to audio format for your convenience. To learn more, check out www.passiveincomeconnect.com. So, if you want to be successful as an entrepreneur, you need to put as much money as possible towards saving and investments. The more you can put in every day, the quicker you will reach your financial goals. Ask any entrepreneur, and they'll likely tell you about a time when they were so broke they ate 3 square meals of ramen noodles. That guy in the yellow Lamborghini probably drove an Accord at some point. I myself remember a time when I lived on just over $1,000 a month riding my bicycle to the grocery store in the snow. The truth is that if you want it bad enough, you will make it happen. And as an entrepreneur, you don't always know where next month's rent payment is coming from. If you're smart, you'd be diversifying your income streams, but sometimes things have a way of all crashing down simultaneously. Saving money is absolutely essential to the entrepreneur, both experienced and beginner. As a beginner, you don't always know where your money is coming from or how much it might be. You want to have money saved to cover life events that you didn't see coming, like your car breaking down or an unexpected medical crisis. Moreover, the beginner and the senior alike ought to have money saved back for when an opportunity presents itself. You can't always make money without spending money, and if you don't want to let a great opportunity pass you by because you couldn't come up with the buy-in. And so, that leads us to our 5 ways you can save money as an entrepreneur. Number 1, stop paying for expensive drinks at bars. I see a ton of people going out every weekend with their friends to clubs and bars and spending half their paychecks on drinks. It simply amazes me how much establishments can get away with charging for drinks. A bottle of Crown Royal will cost me $35 at my local liquor store. But if I go out to one of the nightclubs in my area and order a shot of that same Crown Royal, it'll cost me sometimes $10, even $15. That means that for 3 drinks at a club, I could have bought the bottle that they've been serving me from. And that doesn't even include the tip. And yes, you should be tipping. The worst part is that the more you drink, the less you care about how much each additional drink costs. Next thing you know, you wake up with a hangover and $300 missing from your bank account. And I'm not even exaggerating. If you think I'm exaggerating by using a number like 300, you are sadly mistaken. Let's not even talk about bottle service. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you shouldn't go out with your friends, but be careful where you go and make it an occasional thing. If you can save that $300 for 3 of the 4 weekends in a month, you're $10,000 richer at the end of the year. Number 2, quit going out to eat so often. Are you guilty of going out to lunch every day with your coworkers? How many meals per day do you go to a restaurant for? For many people, the answer is at least once a day. And this habit can cost you hundreds extra per month over the cost of groceries, or even more depending on the type of restaurants you frequent. And yes, even fast food will cost you more than a home-cooked meal. Here's the thing, I know that it's very tempting to go out when all of your coworkers are headed together on their lunch break to TGI Fridays or what have you, but choosing to stay behind and eat your brown paper bag lunch will save you thousands per year over even going to McDonald's. Plus, I believe in a healthy body as well as a healthy brain, and the nutrition of the food that you eat at restaurants are absolutely horrifying, and you're not doing your body any favors by eating out. You can meal prep at home and bring very delicious food to work that's also healthy and, above all, cheap. Don't feel bad about going out to eat every once in a while, but don't make it a habit. It should be a treat, and it means more when you do it. Number 3, eliminate expensive car payments. Now, this is one that is near and dear to my own heart. I am a car guy, and I completely understand why someone would want to take a $50,000 loan on a California Special Mustang or the newest, hottest M3, but consider how much that's going to cost you. You see, car salesmen are very good at preying on your emotions and convincing you why you need the new Explorer and you have to have the platinum trim because the Limited's just simply not enough for you. Before you know it, you're signing up for 7 years of $800 per month car payments, and trust me, you'll have lost the glamour factor less than a month after buying it. Nobody needs a brand new car. Don't do it. It's a terrible decision. Buy used and try to buy the minimum that's going to meet your needs. Now, here's the thing. People will judge you for the car you drive. Not a damn soul will admit it, but they do. And this is where delayed gratification comes in. Think of all the money you save by not having a huge car payment. You'll save thousands, if not tens of thousands. And if you pay attention to some of the other videos that I have posted, you'll see how much money you can make from 10,000 saved. You see, by making sacrifices, you are giving yourself the opportunity to have nicer things later on in life. Number 4, prevent impulse buying at the grocery store. It doesn't sound like much of a problem, but once you take a closer look at the extra money spent at the supermarket from impulse buys alone, you'll think twice before you reach for that obscure perishable snack that you'll never actually eat. It's easy to spend a few extra bucks at the grocery store, but it can add up quickly over time. Just an extra $20 spent per trip on non-essentials can add up to about $100 per month if you're visiting the store weekly. When I took a look at my own spending habits at the grocery store, I realized I was spending over $150 a month on random crap that I didn't even need. Just by making a shopping list and planning my trips to the supermarket, I saved almost $2,000 a year over my old shopping habits. The goal is to make a realistic list of what you need and get only the things on that list. I also recommend taking multiple smaller trips throughout the month to get what you need as you need it. Making 1 or 2 big grocery trips per month leads to a lot of expired food as well, which can cost you even more money, especially if it's expensive meats. Number 5. Spend money on assets, not liabilities. Now, I know it seems like I'm promoting a utilitarian lifestyle here, which to an extent I suppose I am, but you can make sacrifices without completely going Spartan. Feel free to go out with your friends once in a while, get nice things, buy that box of cookies occasionally, but don't waste all your money because you'll never get ahead by spending all of it. In the end, being able to get ahead is all about money saved, not money earned. I know people who make $200,000 a year and have nothing to show for it. And I know people that make 50 grand a year and save almost all of it. A good entrepreneur knows how to ration his money and knows that there's always a better place to have his money. Check out some of my other videos on investing and you can see just how quickly you can start generating passive income through investing all that money you save. Whether it's buying a rental property, investing in the stock market, or buying and starting a business, entrepreneurs are constantly spending their money on assets, not liabilities. If you want to get ahead quicker, live like you're broke and pocket the remainder saved. You never know when an opportunity is waiting for you, and you ought to be prepared not to let it slip you by. You see, saving money is important for the entrepreneur, and your success is not measured by how much money you make. It's how much money you keep. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will conclude today's video. If you found value in today's message, hit me with a thumbs up and consider subscribing. We release new videos every Saturday, and if you like listening to what I have to say, you can catch me every Thursday on the Passive Income Connect podcast and every Tuesday at PassiveIncomeConnect.com. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you next week. This is Don, signing out.